Hey everybody, thanks for sharing and enjoying the tutorial, the information on how to do doors. Someone asked about stops and I figured got me last two doors and I wanted to show you one that I've finished, which essentially is hard tight. Keep in mind this is all pre-primed, hard tight on the handle side, and then you want to work it to a tight fit to like a 2.5, 2 mil. Some people might think that's crazy, but if you use a low nap roller on your door, that's definitely doable, mate. So that's what I've been able to do and never been led astray. You can see that common rail of about 2.5 is, same distance. This one actually slightly wedges, but no one notices. No one notices, it all gets painted up. Now there's no right or wrong when it comes to how much you allow for paint. I think it comes down to how many coats you're going to chuck on. So I'd give it more if it's not already primed. But there's so many ways to skin a cat. Nothing's too right. It doesn't really matter in the end, as long as you're happy with the product. So as you can see, nail the top. I've done my little pin nail, which also doesn't hurt the door because that gets cut out. Check that's good. I always like to glue the top, and I like to glue the handle side. So we always want to chuck these on before we start architraving too, because when you start shooting them on and you don't have a good fixture or you've missed something behind it, it will pin it back harder and it just makes everything harder. Another good tip is I like to check which direction the timber goes. Best install would be to swing that way, away from the door, so that you can just work it to it and nail as you go down. So I like the bow in, out, whatever. I run a bead of glue on me slamming door side. People do other, people nail the shit out of it. I do both. Guide the floor. Keep in mind the top's already nailed. I gave you an idea of what's going on there, but that one's pretty simple. Now that. It does help to have someone that can hold the door closed. You also want to hold it at the first point. Never, when you do the top, have the door closed and push down here. You push it just so gently at the top, where that timber is with that nail. Got that one? Close the door, don't push it there. Ever so gently push it there. But now it's okay, because we've got that top pinned, that when that's tight, everything else down this rail needs to be tight. So as I go, I check out the suss. I suss her out first. She's a really good piece, this one. So I can pretty much nearly get it halfway. That's good. Go back again, ever so gently. Tap the top, hold the top, slide. Until you're happy with the meeting points. That one was wiggling, so you check up. Oh, we've moved just ever so slightly, but one nail is easier to move than 6. Oh, she went late. Look at that. There's a sound. There's a sound to it. Alright, nail her off. Not much to that one. This one, last stop of my door. This is Valley's room, and mate, 5 fucking years of this thing. It's a lot easier when you got a bunch of money, but when you don't have a bunch of money, you really have to try and improvise, and you grow really good at hustling. It's been such a good learning curve. I wish this upon any chippy out there that seems to get home and never have a time for themselves and get their own work done. Fucking, you'll find the time, and when it starts moving fast. It's honestly one of the best things I've ever done in my life is build a house. If you saw me 2 years ago, I was 116 kilos. I was very uninspired. The house was winning. And then one day, something happened. What was it? I guess just realizing that this could forever be something that I can hold dear to my kids. That was the main thing. Yeah. Knowing that I've given something to my kids that just sets them up forever. And yeah, hope everybody out there is staying safe and has time for their own work. That's it there. I'll show you one more. Like I said before, on the handle side, nice and tight. She's pretty average right there, so I might give her a smack off screen. Tight, 2.5, and then the common rail of 2.5 down there. Before that glue dries, I will just move it over because that's what carpenters do. Pull over. Over there. Exciting time. I like this one when you're gone. There's that sound I like. And if anyone is curious, the positioning you're kind of after inside, and this is where everybody differs, but I like to be pretty much flush. Some people set themselves further in. To be frank, that will move me door out once all the paint gathers, but mate, that is actually feeling that. That's actually like a mil and a half in. That's what I do. Everybody does it different. Everybody does gaps different. I mean, people think that's quite fucking large. I like it large. Because you don't want it to bind over years and years and years. Don't think you're doing yourself a favour by getting it schmicky mouse, because it's going to give out. Every fucking door does, especially kids' doors.